Hey there, it's Olivia here from Olivia's Catastrophe, and it is day 8 of this workout challenge. So today it's already like almost 6 p.m. because I spent the whole day working at the school with some children, so I absolutely had no time to do anything. I left at 7:30 a.m. this morning, and you know, we literally just got back. So I'm about to jump right in with day 8's exercises, and I'm kind of excited because I was talking about how they got a bit repetitive, but other than the 3 workouts which are included today that I already know, there is a 4th one, and it's called Ariana Grande abs. I love Ariana Grande's music, and it's going to be a new abs workout. Going to nail all 4 of those back to back, 2 ab cycles, 1 lower body burn, and then the usual everyday cardio. I'll get back to you on that afterwards. We're going to have some dinner, and then I've got a big reading update for you because I am far behind on the reading challenge side. I've got to finish 3 books today to catch up, and seeing as it's 6 p.m, tomorrow might just have to be a very big reading day. Morning and welcome to day 9 of this workout challenge. And yesterday I just ended up feeling a bit ill last night, so I just went to sleep at like 8:30 p.m, slept until midnight, woke up at midnight feeling a lot better, had a cup of tea, and then decided to spend the whole night awake reading The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And this is a huge turnaround, but I really enjoyed this book. I know I've just been harping on about how much I don't like it, but the further we got in, the more I understood what Charlie's condition is, and I was really trying to figure it out while I was reading, because I was trying to put my finger on why is Charlie the way that he is, and then I figured it out, and then we find out the cause of why he is the way he is, and it all just fit into place. It got very sad and very heavy towards the end, and I just really like how observant Charlie is and how he's looking at all of these secondary character stories, and we get to experience each and every one of them and really get to know all of these characters and the things that they've been through in life. And then you also get to see Charlie's story, which he kind of tries to suppress in the background but comes to the light by the end. The ending was so wholesome. You know, the endings that aren't happy but aren't sad but are bittersweet and give you all of those emotions. Yeah, this one packed a punch. So I don't like the writing style, I don't like the way it was written, but in the end it convinced me and it won my heart. So very happy to have read that. As for workouts today, it is a rest day, so I'm just going to take some photos, maybe do some yoga later on. It's slated to rain. I really want to get some reading done. Welcome to day 10 of this reading challenge and workout challenge. So it's a bit cloudy and a bit rainy today, and in retrospect of that, I'm just feeling a bit mellow and not down, but I haven't had motivation to do anything today, given that it's now like 2:30 and all I've done is read all day and talk to my dad and distract him from working. So I've done nothing else today, absolutely nothing else other than read. I had plans to like do Bookstagram and be productive, but it's just not happening today, and I'm trying to learn to be okay with needing to rest and relax whenever I do need it. It's just weird because I love to be productive and always on, but sometimes it's okay to just switch off and chill. So that said, I finished another book. I don't know where I am on this challenge. I'm so far behind with the reading, but I did just finish the Sonnets of Shakespeare, and I really did enjoy these. I did not expect to enjoy these because romantic poetry is not my thing at all, but Shakespeare came through because his sonnets are beautifully written and they're not that easy. Like, it took me more time than usual because I had to think about each one to really garner what it was trying to say. So they're not like the easiest read, but they are so good. there's 154 of them, so it took me some days, but it was good. I also started a buddy read, which I'm doing with Cara from Wild Book Garden, and we started Beartown by Fredrik Backman, and we're only 5 chapters in so far, but I just love Backman's writing style, and he's managed to already get me invested in the ice hockey sports, because this is like a sports-based book. There's a lot more to it, and the first chapter already shows there's going to be a lot more to it, but I don't know anything about ice hockey whatsoever, so I was a bit nervous for that side of things, but he's already shown why the ice hockey is so important in this town and already got me excited for that with only 5 chapters in. So I'm going to be reading more of that today, a bit more of Sabriel, and maybe another book, I don't even know. My mood is a mess. I've got to do 4 workouts today, which are abs, cardio, legs and arms. I'm just going to do them all at once at like 5 p.m. or something. Not motivated at all. I have to admit, I'm not motivated for the workout part of this challenge anymore. I would have given up if I hadn't started vlogging, but I'm going to finish it out, because while I might fail my reading challenge, I will not fail the workout part. I'm at least going to get 50%. Quick update from outdoors from Supergirl. We just managed to finish taking our photos for Bookstagram for Our Hearts So Fierce and Broken, so those will be coming out at some point. But I'm going to film a video which is about matriarchies in fiction, take some more photographs of not only Hearts So Fierce and Broken but also some beautiful bookmarks, and then I'll give you a bit of a reading update once we're back indoors. Let's go. Okay, so it's time for that reading update that I mentioned. I read another 2 chapters of Sabriel and I'm feeling pretty much the same as I did before, just feeling a bit okay with it. And then I've read 10 chapters of Beartown, which means I'm a 5th of the way through, and I am so loving this book. It's going to have to work very hard for me to give it anything less than 5 stars. I think the way that the author handles character and all of these themes, touching on all of them but not lingering too long and yet not giving them enough time, is really amazing me. I'm definitely gonna have a lot to say in my review. I'm still like putting together my thoughts as I'm reading through, but I'm definitely feeling a lot of things while I'm reading this. So I'm just working my way through my buddy reads at the moment, and I think I'm pretty much giving up on the reading challenge, but I'm still going to try and read my very best that I possibly can. Today we've only got 2 workouts to go, and it's just the usual abs one and the usual cardio one, so that's going to be easy peasy and I'll have it in the bag in 20 minutes, no problem. Right now I am editing my vlog part 1 of this challenge, which is why I was wearing my blue tint glasses, but I'm watching back the footage, and in the beginning I was so excited to ace this reading challenge and ace the workout challenge, and I feel like all of that excitement has vanished in the second week. So this vlog has been very mellow. I've got 3 more days left on this challenge, because today is day not 14, not 13, it's day 12. But yeah, so far I counted and I've read 7 books for this challenge, which was supposed to be 14, and that failed. But I'm just going to keep doing my best to keep on reading as much as possible. This is still a reading vlog, even if I'm not reading at the challenge pace. Let's just go with the flow, and I'm going to try and be a little bit more enthusiastic about these last 3 days of workouts and for showing you more things. I've mostly been repeating the motions because this week I've dedicated it to taking books to grab photos and creating content, and then next week I'm going to start with a new schedule that I've put out in my planner, which includes writing, editing, pre-scheduling things for the coming month of September, and being a bit more jazzy and also getting some books read that you guys decided to choose for me for my TBR next month. But yeah, I just want to apologise for the energy being a little bit lower and taking a bit of a dip. We're going to ace this workout challenge and we're going to see about the reading challenge. However, yesterday I saw that Ting announced that she's doing a new workout 2-week shred program for 2020, so there's going to be another free 2-week shred program. So let me know in the comment section down below if you would like to see me try again with this challenge, doing her new 2-week shred program and trying again to read a book a day. Who knows if I'll be able to succeed next time. Maybe I'm just gonna fail again like this time. Maybe I should do a book every 2 days because I have managed to read 7 books already so far. So let me know in the comment section down below if that's something you want to see. And well, I've got to keep editing this video because it's supposed to go out today at 8 PM and I've done nothing to prepare for that.
She's waiting for love to be realized.
Hello there. I did not expect to be struggling this much with a workout on day, 13? And the reason why I'm struggling so much with this one is because we just did a portion of it because there's 4 exercises today, which are abs, cardio and legs. And that second abs one, which I just did, we haven't done that in a couple of days, and because we haven't done it in a couple of days, it's really difficult again, and it was a big challenge again, and I kind of like that. She needed to maybe add a few more exercises so that she can mix and match a bit more, and then it'd be longer since we tried those workouts, and therefore they would be more difficult and challenging. I've still got to go and do the cardio and the lower legs one, but I don't think I'm going to have a problem with those, even though that abs one really knocked out my abs. It's just my abs that are burning, and the cardio and legs don't really target the abs too much, so I should be fine. And just so you know, that tapping in the background is my younger sister. She's typing. I work out in her room because she's got a nice carpeted floor. We've got to talk about this book. So every time I open it, I'm always excited and ready because I'm loving it, but I'm also always left feeling so sad after reading it. I'm approaching halfway, so I'm a bit over a quarter, and right now it's focusing a lot on friendships and it's making me feel a lot of things because I've kind of had friendships who have gone through all of those things with different people, so I'm in my feelings about that. And it's reminded me of why I tend to avoid books about sports, because it makes me miss basketball. It makes me miss basketball a lot. I stopped playing basketball at 18 after I left secondary school, and I haven't played basketball since. It's been 3 years now, but I still miss the feeling of a team, and I miss the competitiveness, especially as I'm a very competitive person, and I miss the quiet. When people see me on a basketball court, they think I'm a very different person because I'm a lot louder, I'm a lot more aggressive on the basketball court, admittedly, and I also I'm so one-track minded. I'm someone who's always thinking about like loads of things at the same time, and sometimes that can be really exhausting, and basketball was when I just had one objective, one goal, work with my team to get the ball in the hoop, and everything else was quiet and it was just focusing on that one thing. I miss that feeling, and I'm reading about this feeling again and again, and I'm reading about the feeling of having a team and the competition, and even though we're seeing a lot of the toxic elements of sports in here, it's also just making me miss my sport, and I really want to get back into basketball, but I cannot see a way that that's going to happen. But don't worry, I'm not here to just mope about basketball and missing basketball like crazy. I've also got some news for you, and that is this weekend. So it's Friday evening, and this weekend we're gonna up the ante in these vlogs and we are going to be productive. I've got some photos I want to take and everything, but I want to end this reading vlog strong. I'm not going to finish Beartown because our buddy read is slated to continue throughout September, but I want to finish 3 more books. So we have plans. Tomorrow is Saturday and I'm going to read all of Binti by Nnedi Okorafor. I think this is going to go pretty fast because it will be a reread for me. I'll be taking notes for my dissertation, and then I'm going to read half of Riot Baby, and again dissertation, taking notes. And then on Sunday I plan to finish the rest of Riot Baby and also read a Shakespeare play for Shakespeare Sundays, and I read Shakespeare plays all in one sitting, so that's doable and possible. I'll also be doing the 2 workouts and hopefully baking a cake on Sunday to celebrate the end of the workout challenge and also the end of me failing my reading challenge but still managing to read quite a bit, because the majority of my reading for August has been done in these reading vlogs.
I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la
Simone, what are we doing now?
We're about to play bananagrams.
So who's about to win this game?
You.
Yes, I'm going to win this game. Why did you also say I was going to win?
Zoom in on that.
No. Simone, who won a bananagram in the end?
I did.
Don't lie to the people. Who won a bananagram?
Olivia did.
I did. Again. Hello and welcome to the end of day 13 of this reading vlog, which you've already seen entirely in B-roll. I just wasn't in the mood to talk this morning, so I decided not to talk, and you get to have messy hair and pajama Olivia summarising the day. So the day started off with the news that Chadwick Boseman had passed away, and it was shocking and it was really, really sad, and it was already like weighing heavy on my soul. And I hadn't had a good night the night before. I'd been awake for like 2 hours in the night where I was really trying to get to sleep and I just wasn't able to. So I had a lack of sleep last night after several... I'm just struggling with my sleep again, which was going much better. Now it's suddenly not going better, which is a problem. So I was feeling exhausted, I was feeling sad, and then I broke my SD card, which was just wonderful because I had a moment where I briefly thought that I had lost all of my vlog footage and all of these Bookstagram photos that I've been taking. Thankfully we were able to rescue everything, and I'm borrowing my dad's SD card until a new one arrives that I ordered for Tuesday. So it was just a really terrible day, and I just went back into bed and spent the day in pyjamas. And I read all of Binti, which is good because that's something I wanted to do today anyway. So Binti is about a girl who gets accepted into this very prestigious uni for very smart people, and the people in her tribe and from her home don't understand why she wants to go, and they don't accept her going, so she decides to sneak out and go anyway, and along the way tragedy strikes. And that's all I'm going to say because it's a very short book. I don't want to give away too much. I already read this back in January, and I'll link my January wrap up if you want to hear more of my thoughts on this book, but it was still just as good as the first time I read it, and I was able to get a lot of notes for my dissertation. I then spent some time writing out all of my notes for the dissertation because I was just in the mood to just quietly do things. I took some bookstagram photos with music. I wasn't feeling in the mood to work out at all, but as you can see from the clips you previously watched, I did get some of my workout in. And while I've been having the struggling with sleep and just trying to be productive even though I'm really tired, I was receiving some brilliant book mail from the booktube fairies, and 2 books, like not all of these arrived today, but 2 of these books arrived today, and in the midst of having such a bad day it was really nice to like receive some books to cheer me up, and really grateful. But I'll be mentioning these in a future haul that'll be coming your way sometime soon, I hope. Yep, and then after all of that, after the workout and everything, I just decided to spend time with my family and just feel warm and cozy with them. So I made dinner with my mum, and then we played Bananagram, me, my mum, my sister, and I won again. I really love winning at Bananagram. Just brings out my competitive and also English literature loving side. And then we watched Me Before You, and Me Before You, we're going to talk about that later because I've got a video coming out in which I get to discuss more of my thoughts on Me Before You. I know it's a controversial book, I know it's a controversial film, but my younger sister Simone has a blog called The Wheelchair Teen where she talks about being a disabled teenager and also some other things to do with the disabled community and discussions, and she watched Me Before You as part of the research for a blog post that she's planning. So that was a nice way to spend the evening. It's now late and I don't think I'm going to be able to get my chapters of Right Baby or Beartown in, and I also had some other things on my to-do list which are just gonna have to wait till another day, but that's perfectly okay because life really threw us a bad one today and it has not been an easy day for me. Good morning guys, it's day 14, which is our last day of the challenge. I've got a lot planned for today, I hope we can do it all, but it's the morning and it's time to work out. Today Chloe Ting has 4 workouts for us. We've got the cardio, we've got the abs as usual every single day, and we're doing arms and we're also doing legs, and I'm going to do them all back to back together. It makes 50 minutes of working out, which is probably the longest I've worked out in a long time. You know what I do, 30 minutes, not really 50, but I'm going to nail this back to back and then I'm going to be done with this challenge, and then I'll show you the end results to see if you can see my abs or not, if it was successful or not, and talk a little bit about my overall thoughts on the workout portion of things. And then the afternoon is reserved for reading, cooking and baking, and those things sound lovely to me.
I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
Hello, so I am nasty and sweaty because I just finished, but I'm so happy to be done with the challenge, and I'm just gonna like show you the results so you get to see what my abs look like, I guess, and if it worked, and then we'll talk about it once I'm showered and clean and a bit more decent to talk. My abs, there we go. That's what it looks like. Oh my gosh, tensing is really hard. Oh, that's as tense as it gets. Yep. I guess my abs are there. Okay, so now we're here to wrap up the challenge, and I've got quite a few things to say. So the first was that the challenge was successful. You can see the line of my abs, and that's kind of like the goal for the end of this challenge, I guess, or maybe you're different, you have a different goal, but for me that was the goal, and it worked pretty well. So all in all, I think Chloe Ting's 2-week shred program is a bit too repetitive for my liking. However, that repetitivity can be good for if you're just starting with your workouts, because you'll be able to track your progress and see yourself improving each time you do these workouts. However, I've been doing workouts and yoga steadily for the past 5 years, so it wasn't too much of a physical challenge. At the beginning it was difficult, but then I got used to the exercises and it wasn't as difficult as it could potentially be for someone else who's just starting working out. I know if back in the day 16-year-old Olivia decided to do this challenge, she would have struggled to finish. Also, there were some things that I did get out of this. I hate the high knees exercise. It's actually been one of my worst cardio exercises for literally years, probably all 5 of those years. Chloe Ting had me doing it twice a day every day for the past 12 days because we had 2 rest days. So now I do high knees, no problem. I think I've actually made my peace with that exercise, which is amazing. For the next week, I'm not going to be doing any workouts whatsoever. I'm going to give my body a rest, and I do advise you, and she also advises you, that after this workout program you take a week's rest because your body does need to recover from an intense workout program, and resting is just as important as working out.
She's waiting for love to be realized. Sitting on the hardcover as a gift, and how about you take it into your side?
So I'm here to close out this vlog. Today I did make the courgette lemon poppy seed cake, which was a big hit with my family. Half of it is already gone, and I guess that means it tasted really good. I also did manage to finish reading Henry V, and it was an okay play. I think that the ending was quite funny and there were some really good themes in there, but the history plays aren't my favourite, and it's very war focused and very political. There were a lot of side characters having banter that I wasn't that interested in. So Henry V was an okay play overall, but I did have fun reading it. And then right before I went to bed I read 10 chapters of Beartown, and wow, this book is phenomenal. But the main event of the book happened, and it's kind of breaking my heart and really, really hurting. This book does it in such a way that you could deeply analyse everything. You can think so much about things, about gender, sexism, the build-up and the culture that creates what happens in this story. I'm finding it to be phenomenal, but it is one that's making me think a lot, and it's very emotional, so you can't just like read this casually. You either go all in or all out. There's no in between. I'm feeling so many things, and I can't wait to finish this one in September. So I'm finishing this challenge with having aced the Chloe Ting workout challenge and only having read 9 out of 14 books. I'm gonna say that's not too bad. I'm gonna give myself like a 75%. So let me know in the comment section down below, what are you currently reading at the moment? Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to be updated every time I have a new video. And you know what they say, onwards and upwards. Excelsior.